Global Professional IGP, greetings from the Institute of Global Professional IGP. Thank you all for joining us and staying with us till the end. Honorable Knowledge Seeker, today I will host for the evening. My name is Basil Dash. I am from Bangladesh. Dear Knowledge Seeker, I am proud to be associated with IGP. IGP is Social and Certified International Educational and Training Institute. In last 3 years, we already served 35 million plus knowledge seekers from 100 plus countries. IGP is internationally recognized and global accredited. We are connected to more than 450 plus profession and 4,500 plus organization. Institute of Global Professional is an education institute that provides social work globally recognized and reported We serve student community resource providing holistic social work and education. We believe that it's not effective training case for informal education. So we provide effective training and consultation to generate profession generation all over the world. We distribute our services locally in a job seeker, job holder, and also for learner to respective campus location and distance learning platform. We are an occupational and dependable institute. IGP is one of the famous online institutes from all over the world. Our vision is education is not a business product, it's a part of our human rights. Based on our vision, we are trying to reach all corners of the world for free webinars, seminar courses, award, quiz competition, mentoring. To offer more than 100 million services for free, like Trade On Portfolio website, Resume Builder, Power Letter, Motivation Letter, and One Knowledge platform for gathering general knowledge which can update all day. Kids Learning Game website, free course, converse sites, and many more. We help to empower you to learn to meet their expectation and dream and become highly skilled people. We implement our training program, webinar, and offline online courses for you, the learner, by professional training speaker and coaches. Our sessions are conducted by global union professionals to develop all kind of youth speaking knowledge is crucial for the street of global professional. We believe that knowledge is love, light, and vision. So we try to understand the needs of today's generation and we start them with research and practice method. We must have a genuine concept for the learner represent more diversity, growth, and innovation and equal to leadership with professionalism, passion, and integrity. IGP member are committed to offering effective best quality service and continual improvement so that individual who seek information can improve their skill level and value. Before we move to the next, let me remind don't forget to share, tag, and mention your friend in the comment box. The support is very valuable for us. Thank you. Before we move to the next, let me remind don't forget to share, tag, and mention your friend in the comment box. The support is very valuable for us. Thank you. Moving to the next with your continuous support. You already completed 2,204 webinars successfully. Moving to the next with your continuous support. You already completed 2,204 webinars successfully. Dear IGP speaker, participant, and well-wisher, at this moment is a very important message for you all. We change and design our website www.eduigp.com. On this website, we have surprise for everyone. Hope you'll be benefited. We already launched our new website where you can find all our previous activities together with lots of new features. But one strong point is that without an account or login, you cannot enjoy our service. So create your account for once with profile information. Note that with profile information, you'll enjoy our feature. With mismatch data, you cannot do anything here. From now on, you have to participate in live quiz competition on our website. We replace that to join directly on our website. Now you can check all of our previous webinars with verified certificate. Now it's easier and time oriented because after the session we will not provide you any code for certification. You have to take part in one exam. After that, if you pass, you will receive your certificate, otherwise not. But you can take part in an exam unlimited till you pass. If you're an IGP speaker, you can download all your previous certificate, speakership certificate. If you're a host of IGP, you can download certificate of gratitude. If you're an online live quiz competition winner, you can download certificate participation. If you're selected for lifetime membership, then you can download certificate of lifetime membership easily. Besides this, if you're participating in an award function which organized combined support with IGP, you can download that also. You can easily prepare and download 18 types of certificate from our website within a minute. Certificate Global Professional Membership, Certificate Global Influence in the Pandemic, Certificate of Active Knowledge, Certificate Social Activities in the Pandemic, Certificate Swan of Teaching Learning, Certificate of Participating Assistance 2. Teaching, we have foreign language and assessment. Certificate of Participating Assistance 2, Digital Classroom. Webinars Series 4. The new trend in education. Certificate of Participating Assistance 5, Office Social Leadership and Managerial Skills. Certificate of Participating Series 6, Trend and Innovation in Mathematics Education. Certificate of Participating Series 7, Research Comprehension Approach. Certificate of Participating Series 8, Art in Teaching Spatial Program the Art. Certificate of Participating Series 9, 21st Century Teaching Mathematics. Certificate of IGP Corporate Ambassador, Certificate of IGP Campus Ambassador, which we can prepare and download within a minute. From now on, you can participate in 1,000 plus international level quizzes verified certificate. Teaching tips for teacher, health tips for parents, health tips for teens, education tools for teacher. You can join IGP alumni. You can check out our previous student services website for free and many more. Dear IGP well-wisher, we promised previously, but lack of technical problem will late sending you on time. This is a good opportunity to collect your previous conditions. Solve all issue from our website. Now you can enroll, reset password, everything. You like and be benefited. Thank you, but note that without an account or logged in, you cannot enjoy ourselves. At present, we are going to start our 2205 webinar, which name is Critical Thinking, and today our speaker's name is Dr. Ras Narayan Awasthi. He is from India. Before I hand over this to our speaker, I'll share a little bit about him. Manager Corporate Learning and Development Electronics Limited, Hyderabad. Now, very important moment for me to invite our speaker to IGP with his presentation. Now, very important moment for me to invite our speaker to IGP with his presentation. Hello, sir. Good evening.
Oh, thank you very much, and I am very grateful to IGP for inviting me in this prestigious platform. And I am also very grateful to our esteemed audience who have assembled for this program. So, should I start my program?
Yes, sir. The stage is yours. You can start your presentation now.
Okay, thank you very much. So, what is thinking? It's a very fundamental question. It arises in each and everybody's mind. But what is thinking? And most of the time in our normal life, whether it's a professional life, whether it's a personal life, it's a private life, most of the time we spend on thinking. And thinking is an organized and controlled mental activity that helps us to solve problems, make decisions, and understand ideas. So thinking is very important. Most of the people are asking about taking decision. But before taking decision, at least it's very important for making decisions. Until unless we don't make decision, how we are going to take decisions? So this is very important aspect, and it's a very important mental activity because only by thinking we can solve the problems, we can understand the ideas. We may differ from one idea to another idea. We all are educated people. There may be a different ideas. We may belong to different ideology. But to make decision, at least by thinking, we are able to understand the ideas of other end. This is very important aspect of human nature to solve problems, make decisions, and understand ideas. Good thinkers form a plan and systematically try different. Those are good thinkers. Suppose any problem comes in front of thinker, immediately they don't react. I will say they respond. We should not react ourselves. Suppose somebody is saying something, what people do, immediately they react because of not availability of critical thinking. We should think always, why he or she is telling like that? Am I in fault? Or due to me any problem is going to arise? So always a good thinker form a plan and systematically try different. There must be a system. There is nothing like problem. There is nothing like unsuccess. There are only two things: success. Next thing, it is not unsuccess or failure. It's only they could not take risk. Their plan was not systematic. It doesn't mean, suppose in any plan we fail, it doesn't mean that we were not succeeded because of some problems. No, today we failed. Again, I will think it. What was the reason? What was the problem with my theorem? What was the problem with my system? And I will try in a very different way systematically, and I will plan, and next day I will succeed. It is only thinking that most of the world class innovations have been taken. Einstein, theory of relativity, these are all things. Thomas Alva Edison bulb. This bulb is not lighting within one day. There may be thousands of bulbs might have been fused. Many plants have been failed. Then Thomas Alva Edison made one very nice plan after failing in thousands plan, and systematically we see whole world is there. So this is very important aspect of thinking. Now, critical thinking is very important. There are two things. One is normal thinking, one is critical thinking. Critical thinking is deliberating in a purposeful, organized manner to assess the value of information, both old and new. So, what we have to think that it is not like that if something is old, it is not worth. So, critically, we should think both in new also and in old also. That should be our plan. Then critical thinkers, what they are doing, what they have to do. You see, critical thinkers, searching is more important. They search. Suppose as a teacher, I will take example of a teacher. Suppose you want to say something to a student. So if a teacher is having a critical thinking aspect, what he or she will do, she will see that how my students are not able to understand. Remember, student has to learn. Student, it is not only in the part of teachers, it is in the part of students also. Normally we say that teachers should motivate the student to learn, but I will say students should also motivate the teacher to teach, because teaching is very different phenomena. Here student has to learn. He should be ready to learn. That is most important. Compare. Suppose any problems is coming to you. Now you have to take decision. In both the decision we are going to lose 100%. Then we have to compare which decision will be good for me. Okay, today I may not get my seat in the train. Okay, so I have to leave the train. I will go by another transport. But we have to compare our things, that okay, whatever decision we have been taken, at least it is better than that second decision. So comparing is very, very important aspect in the critical thinking. And we have to analyze. Analyzing means we have compared the solution, then we should analyze what are the pros and cons will be there, what are the problems will come in mind, and what are the things which are very important aspect of our life. And with this we may lose. Suppose we are going to lose any things, how much lose it will be there, what will be our share, what will be our profit, loss, everything we should analyze. But as I remember, suppose we are a academician of commerce, and we are teaching to the marketing, but always analyze. Suppose you make a loss in something, and you are going to make 10 customers, then you have to analyze, okay, one day loss is sufficient, but today I could make 10 customers, because it takes 1 year, not 1 year. It takes year together to make a one customer, but it takes only 1 second to lose a customer. And once customer goes from your organization, he or she never comes back. So that we should analyze by critical thinking. We should see that okay, suppose I am bearing a loss in my company by this, but at least I am able to retain my customer. So retaining of the customer is very, very important for any professional organization, any professional. If we could not engage, if we could not see the customers, no, we cannot do anything. Then we have to clarify. We have to clarify this thing, means we have to see that what we are going to do, how to evaluate. We should evaluate also. Evaluation means we should able to tell the evaluation of our systems, evaluation of our process, evaluation of our potential also. Because there are two things in life, one is process, one is potential. So, by critical thinking, what we have to do, we have to align the process and potential in the same way. Some of the students are having potential, some of the students are having process. But remember, potential and process both should work together. If potential is less and there is no process, there is no use. So that for that purpose, I want to tell you, both should be correlate. There must be a potential also, there must be a process also. Only one thing in psychology I will tell you, if your process is strong, if potential is less also, you are going to hit your target. You are going to complete your task. So here process is more important. in psychology and especially in a behavior psychology, in critical thinking process is very important. If our process is planned, if our process is systematic, there is no doubt whether we have potential or not, because in psychology it is said today we could not understand, tomorrow we could not understand, day after tomorrow we could not understand, and the day after tomorrow we all understood. So there is no difference between understand and understood. Within 1, 2, 3 days, we will understand. So this is very important aspect. Each and every our esteemed audience, those are from teaching background, those are from business background, teaching commerce, teaching sales on their colleges, they should see that process is very important, because potential is normally people say is gifted, but no, anybody can change the potential. One can change the potential by behavior, by practice. We can change our potential if our process is very strong. Because potential is not in your hand, but process is under your hand. You can process anything. Suppose you are going to teach a mathematics. You are going to teach a mathematics for your students. What you have to do, now you are going to teach a trigonometry, that what will be the height of a student when your shadow is 45 degree or 30 degree. For that we have to critically think how my student will able to follow my teaching. For that purpose, you can take students into the sun. There you can bend them 30 degree, 40 degree. So you can show them, okay, now this is 30 degree, you see your height. Now it is 45 degree, you see your height. So these all things are very important aspect of critical thinking. That's why critical thinkers have ruled over the world, whether it's a political science, whether it's a psychology, whether it's a management, whether it's a physics, chemistry, mathematics. All these inventions have been come to our global to whom we are enjoying. It is only because of critical thinkers, and they have only six things: search, compare, analyze, clarify, evaluate, and conclude. Now, four habits of effective critical thinkers. Now, there must be a habits, and these habits are very effective. So, always we should see, we should not be only serious, we should be sincere also. So, for these thinkers, this is very important. First of things, be willing to plan. They should have the willing to plan. Willing to plan means they should have willpower, and they should have they should not be bored, and they should follow the plan continuously from one end to another end. Be flexible. They should be flexible also. Suppose one plan we have failed, again one plan we should make. So flexibility is very important aspect of effective critical thinkers. Be persistent and be willing to self-correct. Self-correct is very important. Normally people don't correct themselves because they don't revise. So effective critical thinkers, what they will do, whatever plan they have made, by seeing others, by seeing our counter friends, what they will do, automatically every time they will be thinking, and they will have a very good effective plan. So these are very important things. Be willing to plan, be flexible, be persistent, and be willing to self-correct. Flexibility is very important. Until unless we are not flexible to our plan, we should not be rigid. We should not see that no, my plan is the only best plan. Always the critical thinking is one very important behavior and important idea should be there. He or she should be able to adopt the best practices done by others. This is very, very important aspect and very, very important four habits of the effective thinkers. Now, the principle of critical thinking, we have to gather the complete information. Critical thinking just don't fire on the bush. They gather the complete information from one end to another end, not even a single loop they left. Understand the define all terms, question the methods by which the facts are derived, question the conclusion, look for hidden assumptions and biases, question the source of facts, don't accept all of the answers, and examine big picture. So this is very important aspect here, that gather complete information. Suppose you are going to analyze something and some uh, report has to be in front of you and you have to submit the result to the management. So what you have to do, you have to gather complete information. No information should be left, because even a simple information, if it is left, you may lose the chance of summarizing the result. Now understand and define all terms. You should understand and define all important terms. Question the methods by which the facts are derived. This is also important. By which methods these facts are derived. So you should also question the methods. Okay, why this method was more beneficial? Whether it can be a different method, whether we can overrule the method, whether we can have the best method. So these are very important facts. That's why it is known as critical thinking. Question the conclusion. Never believe on the conclusion. Whenever conclusion comes, you should see whether its a conclusion is correct, whether this conclusion is justified, because justification is very, very important aspect of this critical thinking. Look for hidden assumptions and biases. You say hidden assumptions are very important. Critical thinking thinker will always look for hidden assumptions, because if you know the hidden assumptions, we can come to know the criticality of any aspect. Suppose in classroom, I will talk about the classroom management. We should see now the students are making the noise. So this is my message to my teacher, those are listening me. Suppose students are making the noise, we should see that whether comfortable chairs are there or not, why students are going out of the class, why they are not sitting. We can see, okay, some chairs are not good, some benches are not good, some sounds is coming, this ceiling fan is not working properly. These are the very important things which a critical teacher will always think, why my students are not sitting in the class. Always I feel, why any students is not sitting in the class, each and every teacher should see, okay, what is the reason I am not able to control my students inside the class. Now question the source of facts. Now you are critical thinker, any fact has come, so always think the source of fact, that from where this source has come, how this source has come, how to see the source. This is very important, because if you question the source, you will come to know authenticity, you will come to know the integrity of facts, and you can come to know that whatever facts we have found, it is 100% perfect and correct. Don't accept all the answers. In this world, you never accept that everybody will answer all the questions. No, some of the answers will be left unanswered. Some of the answers will be left unanswered. So for unanswered question, you have to critically study that what is the reason this question has not been answered. So this is very, very important aspect of critical thinking. Now examine the big picture. Big picture means always you should see in critical thinking process, any problem happen, You should see in a very broad way. You should not confine only to a small way. You have to think in a very broad way. Okay, today somebody is not coming office properly. Tomorrow he or she will come. Suppose anything goes wrong with students, they are not sitting in the class, they are not performing well in their weekly examinations, don't worry. Just tell them perform tomorrow, perform day after tomorrow better. Because we have to examine the big picture. The students may have the financial problem in their home, they may have the environmental problem, they may have the transport problem. That's why they are reaching after school, they are reaching their home. It's a very night, they are not able to have time for spending education. So for that purpose, we should always have a very big picture of examination. This is very important aspect of thinking. Now, the barriers of critical thinking. What is the barriers? Barriers of critical thinking is a frame of reference, wishful thinking, hasty moral judgment, reliance on authority, labels. So these five things are very important for critical thinking, and due to these five things, they are the barriers for creative thinking. Same like wishful thinking. What we do, sometimes we make assumption that I was knowing that he will do this mistake. No, we should never have the wishful thinking. We should never take the moral judgment is very hasty. We should reliance on authority and labels means we should have always have our own view of thinking. We should never rely on only other things. Now this type of thinkings are there. So there are three important things: one, critical thinking, problem solving, decision making, and creative thinking. You are seeing the brain here. So there are three very important things: analyzing, evaluating, and reasoning. So only when critical thinking is there, so by critical thinking only we go critical thinking and creative thinking are very important. So by critical thinkings and creative thinkings, when they are combined together for analyzing, evaluating, reasoning, they make problem solving. So this is very important aspect of type of thinking which each and every teacher should understand. Now the critical thinking decision making skills. All must be skilled at evaluating the future consequences of their present actions across the others. They need to able to determine alternative solutions and to analyze the influence of their own values and the values of those around them. So this is very important critical thinking. There is a difference between critical thinking and decision making. Critical thinking and decision making, in critical thinking, analyzing will be more. We have to analyze and we have to analyze each and every facts and figures. Now here when we are having critical thinking, there will be two things: critical thinking and critical creative thinking. So creative thinking and critical thinking, if they align together, it will become problem solving. So there are many important verticals: imagine, invent, change, design, create, analyze, break down, compare, categorize, list, sequence, rank, improve, design, refine, find, invent criteria to combine. So one by one, I will tell you. Imagine. So first we have to imagine that what we are going to do. We have to imagine what are the hurdles we will come in my practical classes. So these hurdles we should not never leave it. These are not the barriers. We should see, okay, what will be the our B plan, how to overcome these hurdles, because hurdles will be there. No one in the world can remove the hurdles. Hurdles have been, hurdles had been, and hurdles will be there. Now only we have to think it out that how to come back over these hurdles. Now invent, we should able to invent. By invent is a very important aspect of critical thinking. Change, we should able to change. It is not like that each and everything will be always common. We should able to change ourselves, because nothing is permanent except change. Change will always be there. You should never see either it's a change of section, change of portfolio, change of designation, change of office environment, change of friends, change of culture, change of direction. Everywhere you can say whole physics, whole mathematics, whole chemistry, whole universe, it depends upon only changing. So changing will be there. Nobody can stop the changing. Now design. You see, design is very important. We have to design our creative thinking and we have to design our critical thinking. Creative thinking means we have to create one scenario. How my students will follow me, how my students will feel that my teacher is my role model, which is very important aspect for a teacher to design himself or herself. We should invest on ourselves. We should design our curriculum. We should design our syllabus. We should design our lesson plan. So these are the very important aspect. After design, create. Now we have to create. If we are having a critical thinking and now my lesson is very big, so what we have to create? We have to create a lesson plan. Now what should be the lesson plan? Earlier I told you design. So lesson plan, what I am going to teach, what will be the main body, what will be the lesson from previous classes, how I can relate my previous class to this class, how I can catalyst my students, how I can kindling to the brain of my students. These all things are very important and which comes after creativity. Now analyze. We have to analyze the things, because if we analyze, we learn many things in our life. Breakdown. Breakdown means we have to see the breaking down, and breaking down means always you should see the property how my things are being breaking down. Now comparing is also very important. We have to compare ourselves, we have to categorize, we have to list, we have to sequence. Sequencing means we should have the system, what job we have to do first. So what we have to do, we have to prioritize, and all priority should be changed and they should be reviewed every hour, because sometimes my first priority may be taking class, but immediately suppose my college board meeting is there for the changing of examination pattern. That is also very important. So we have to see, okay, taking class is more important, or attending my or submitting my views over the examination department is very important. So it is up to the teacher how he or she analyzes the best way of thinking. Now sequence. Sequence means then rank. Ranking is also very important aspect. Improve. Improving is also very important aspect. Design, refine, find, invent criteria to combine. We should know how to combine the invent, how to do the best way in our life. So this creative thinking and critical thinking are the very, very important aspect of problem solving. Now, what we have to do now, the people with critical thinking, what they can do? They can understand the links between ideas. They can determine the importance and relevancy of argument and ideas, recognize, build, and appropriate arguments, identify and errors as reasoning, approach problems in a consistent and systematic way, reflect on the justification of their own assumptions, belief, and values. So these are the very, very important critical thinking, and people with critical thinking can help a lot to the society. Now, the these are the outcomes. So here outcomes are very important. That analyzing the methods. Just I will show you. It is just like that. If all outcomes are based on this problem solving, by problem solving we can do like rank. We should always rank the problem. Ranking means whether we are putting in a rank system or file system. Ranking means giving priority to the sequence. Okay, we have given sequence, but in case of any problem, which thing will come first? Same improving. Improving is also very important. A teacher should be always ready to improve his or her students in a very perfect manner, design, refine, find, and invent criteria to combine is also very important. So always we should see that how we can put our best efforts to consume this. Again, I will take one very important aspect what you should see. Now you are seeing this brain, I will say. So here you are seeing the three things: analyzing, evaluating, reasoning. Evaluating is very important. We have to evaluate the thinking. How to evaluate? Suppose we have made one plan that we have to do this thing in the month of May. In the coming month of June, total 30 days are there, and we want to have a good program. So we should critically analyze that what we can do to arrange the program in the best possible way. What we'll do, we will analyze and evaluate. Evaluation means what should the value should be given to this program. Suppose some of the program is not so valuable. Some of the programs are not so valuable. It is not so worthy. We can take the class within 10 to 15 minutes after completing my syllabus, and my student will come to know. So that is also very, very important aspect of evaluation. Then reasoning. Reasoning means we have to think it that how my students perform in a best possible manner. Now problem solving. Problem solving is directly depend upon the decision making. So if you take good decision, our problem will be solved. It is not, one more thing is there. Problem solving has got no connection with success or unsuccess. Any problem is solved, we cannot say that we are 100% got success. Okay, this problem was there. By the time I will take another time, and at this time this problem is solved. So this is very important thing we should able to understand as a creative and critical thinker. A teacher should be a very, very critical thinker. He should be holistic, he should be the empathetic, and he should be sympathetic. With the students, empathy and sympathy plays a very vital role for the teacher in when they are going to teach the pedagogy of thinking. Empathy means suppose my students is not coming properly. Daily he is getting late to come school and the first period. So we should see why he or she is not coming class properly. Immediately we should not jump over him or her that why you are late, I will not allow you to enter in my class. We should have empathy. We should put my shoes under his shoes. Then only we can come to know that why my students is having problem. We should think whether his or her transport facility is not good, whether any family problem, whether they have to come from rural background, whether they have to catch bus very early, and if a transport system they could not pick up, they will be late. These all things they should understand. For that purpose, this critical thinking is very, very important aspect, and in which this empathy plays a very, very vital role. I'm very happy to say that nowadays in teachers from years together, they have been very sympathetic and they have been very empathetic. In my country, India, when the teacher goes to the college, they'll be very, very empathetic and they will see that why my students is having problem, and sometimes they will have the empathy that oh, when I was the student, I was also having the same problem. Anyway, these students are good and they will be doing very good in their professional life. So these are the very, very important aspect of critical thinking. Now, these are the things. So I'm very thankful to IGP and I'm very thankful to learned audience for their gracious presence. In case of any question, I'll be very happy to answer. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for rich content presentation which can impact our knowledge seeker surely. After your presentation, I hope our knowledge seeker can learn something new, which was our only intention. Learn and grow together, IGP knowledge seeker. Once again, thank you so much, sir, for your presentation. Now, sir, it's time for our question answer session, which is the one more valuable part of our regular webinar. Honorable sir, please stay with us. After short video, we will back in our session part 2, which is the question answer part. Dear IGP knowledge seeker, please ask your question in the comment box as much as you want to know from our speaker. Thank you. After question answer, we have an website certification and online quiz competition. Dear IGP knowledge seeker, please ask your question in the comment box as much as you want to know from our speaker. Thank you. After question answer, we have an website certification and online quiz competition. Welcome back, sir. Welcome back to our participant, IGP knowledge seeker. Please ask your question in the comment box as much as you want to know from our speaker. Thank you. After question answer, we have a website certification and online quiz competition. Dear IGP knowledge seeker, please ask your question in the comment box as much as you want to know from our speaker. Thank you. After question answer, we have a website certification and online quiz competition. Sir, I think after a wonderful presentation, our participant can understand the topic very clearly. There's no questions from our participants. So once again, thank you so much, sir, for your time in IGP. We have learned a lot from you with new topic. It will add some value to our day-to-day activity along with our academic and professional growth. Honorable sir, hope to see you again with a new topic and a new day. Thank you, sir. Take care.
Okay, thank you. I'm very thankful to IGP for inviting me in a wonderful presentation. And please keep going ahead. You have set a benchmark in global professional community. We all are with you. And I also enriched myself with a lot of knowledge. Daily I'm seeing with a very wonderful galaxy of our learned speakers. I'm very proud that I'm also part of this galaxy, which had been much awaited, and we have you have chosen from across the globe. Thank you, IGP team. Please keep going ahead. We all are with you. You have to set many benchmarks, and you have to touch the many heights of success in your life. Thank you. Thank you. All the best.
Honorable sir, before we move to the next, if you want to leave this studio, you can.
Thank you.
Dear IGP Knowledge is time for the webinar certification. This is the most attractive and powerful part of our regular webinar. After a short video, we will start our webinar certification. After webinar certification, we have an online quiz competition and quiz certification. Dear IGP Knowledge is time for the webinar certification. This is the most attractive and powerful part of our regular webinar. After a short video, we will start our webinar certification. After webinar certification, we have an online quiz competition and quiz certification. Certification process. Visit www.eduigp.com. Please make sure your presence on our website. Find a running session and get enrolled. After watching completing part 1, move to the next line test passed in mark 80% if passed. Back to the course again to download your certificate. If you fail to retake the quiz, download your certificate in PDF or JPG. For your attention, I am going to share the procedure again. Visit www.eduigp.com. Please make sure your presence on our website. Find a running session and get enrolled. After watching completing part 1, move to the next learning test passing mark 80% if passed. Back to the course again to download your certificate. If you fail to retake the quiz, download your certificate in PDF or JPG. Dear IGP Knowledge is time for the most engaging part of this webinar, which is an online quiz competition, which is our regular webinar activity. We change a few processes for online quiz competition. Note that after live, no one can participate. Now, time for the online quiz competition. To join the online quiz competition properly, please follow my instruction carefully. Now, time for the online quiz competition. To join the online quiz competition properly, please follow my instruction carefully. Visit www.eduigp.com. Sign up or sign in. Without this, you cannot join live quiz competition in your browser. Live quiz button and give a link. Find the session name. Join with the logged website or user account. Click join and wait for a few minutes for others to join. Enjoy another live quiz competition. After the quiz, we will issue certificate for top 10 as previously, which you can find on official Facebook page and group instead of Global Professional. After a short video, we will start our quiz session. With 25 people, we are going to start our quiz session right now. First question is, Critical thinking question. Is it option 1 or option 2? Option 2 is the right answer. 44% people are right. Our second question is critical thinking is not just knowing the fact, it's knowing how to find correct information. Is it true or false? Option 1 is the right answer. 90% people are right. Our next question is critical thinking question. Is it option 1 or option 2? Option 1 is the right answer. 33% people are right. Our next question is critical thinking is the process of dash. Is it option 1 or option 2? Option 1 is the right answer. 100% people are right here. Next question is general critical thinking includes. Is it option 1 or option 2? Option 2 is the right answer. 80% people are right. Our next question is student can improve critical thinking skill by reducing their dependency in technology. Is it option 1 or option 2? Option 1 is the right answer. 95% people are right. Our next question is critical thinking question. Is it option 1 or option 2? Option 2 is the right answer. 81% people are right. Our eighth question is critical thinking question. Is it option 1 or option 2? Option 2 is the right answer. 67% people are right here. Our second last question of the session is creativity, communication, and critical thinking are considered soft skills. Is it true or false? Option 1 is the right answer. 86% people are right here. Our next question is, what is critical thinking? Is it option 1 or option 2? Option 2 is the right answer. 42% people are right here. Congratulations to our online quiz competition at top 10. Congratulations again. We will take a few minutes for finalizing the result. After that, we will issue our online quiz competition certificate on official Facebook page and group instead of Global Professional. Congratulations to our online quiz competition at top 10. Congratulations again. We will take a few minutes for finalizing the result. After that, we will issue our online quiz competition certificate on official Facebook page and group instead of Global Professional. Congratulations to our online quiz competition in top 10. Congratulations again. We will take a few minutes for finalize the result. After that, we will issue our online quiz competition certificate on official Facebook page and group instead of Global Professional. At the end of our session, we can say properly feed your skill, never stop learning, cause life never stop teaching us. Be happy as to say. See you again and again. We want your participation in every program. If you want to live a happy life, write to your goal, not to people or things, Albert Einstein. Before I say or hit the like button, I again wants to thank all IGP knowledge seekers for your active participation as always. See you again in the next session. Thank you.